Good morning, everybody. Andy's the only one here, but hopefully more than Andy watches this. She's not here, but I did want to throw out a congrats first thing this morning to Lynn for her Facebook posts, just stepping out there.
Yeah.
Every day she's sharing about her journey. She's got a group she's sharing helpful tools in. So if you guys want like a how to not be scared on Facebook tutorial, follow Lynn because she's just out there and it's so fun to watch. She's got followers. It's so cool. And she hasn't even reached her goal yet. What she's doing is literally inviting people to do it with her. So you guys just remember, you don't have to be where you want to be impacting people positively. I want to touch again on something Andy brought up last week. I want to remind you guys about Summit. Make sure you get on the waiting list. Make sure you're getting hotels figured out. If you want to coordinate with us about that, do so. But make sure you go. Also, Super Saturday is coming up in January. Make sure you find one in your area and make sure you are registered for that and that you bring people with you because it's a great event to introduce people to Beachbody. Those are my house items. I also want to remind everybody to do your personal development 15 minutes every day. Do it. Oh, we have a friend. It's Lynn. Oh, Lynn. Good morning.
It's got daylight in there too.
I know. I was just singing your.
Like in the future.
Lynn, I was just singing your praises, so you will have to watch the playback because I was just complimenting your Facebook skills. That's an Olsen thing. I stick my tongue out too. That's actually really funny. She might have bandwidth things, but it's lovely to see you this morning. Have you? I was going to open the floor for if anybody wanted to chime in with struggles or successes they wanted to share before we get started.
So I'm doing good. I read the slide start with why. Slide looks like everybody else's reads. But so started and I've been starting with why in a lot of my branding stuff. And so instead of telling what I do, I tell why I do it, and had some positive feedback to that. And anyway, it's still like working through that, how to reach people. I'm in a lot of crazy trainings. You know, I'm doing that blog training with Curtis and the ninja training and the new theme training, and so trying to get a lot of things going. So my main goal is to get into his Facebook marketing training because I think that's where I want to go anyway. So I've got a free giveaway and set it up, and I'm learning how to make funnels through my blogging. And so far I haven't had any conversions, but I'm getting better at it, and I like the way all my stuff's looking. And so my personal development is developing my skills, you know. So like when I first started, I didn't know how to. I mean, I wasn't that great in English class. I was more of a math and science kind of guy. And, you know, I've always had a knack for maybe putting my personality in my writing, but never really put that to use. And so been trying to get better at that. And then never was a web developer before I started Beachbody. And here I am getting better at that. And so it's like all these things, like if you're just starting out, it's scary because you're like, I don't do anything. And so the thing I've been hearing kind of over and over this week, it's like, well, you didn't know how to drive a car at first either, but you learned, you know. So there's a lot of things in this that's like, you know, you just learn to do it and you get better, and you don't have to learn it all at one time. You know, I'm a couple months in and I'm learning some new stuff. So, but all of this is really, I think, going to help my business, and it's not having an immediate payoff, but I can see it coming soon, and I'm excited about that. So, and then struggles, I just, you know, I'm still struggling with not converting because I've always just been able to convert, and I'm like spreading myself through Sarah and I's, both of our business center rather than just mine. But it's like, it's an ego thing because of numbers, you know. I like to have my numbers up, and but yeah, so it's just there. And then I'm on a verge of a really big breakthrough, which I can't talk about yet because nothing's guaranteed. But if this comes through, this would be life changing. like it's like that's the moment, like I've been working so hard for like a break to come that way. And like big breaks don't come by accident, they come through hard work. And even though like my hard work hasn't been resulting in big numbers, it's like if I can get this to come through, then that'll be it. But hopefully I can share all of this soon, but I can't now. So because all of it's people are talking to people and nothing's set in stone yet. So.
Well, that's awesome, Andy. That's exciting, and thank you for sharing. You are like your website looks amazing. You're doing some crazy cool stuff. So I can't wait to hear what your big break is. That's exciting. We're just happy to have you around. You're doing awesome. Now, Lynn, I don't know if you can hear me because you're driving, but that's super cool. But if you can, if you want to share struggles, we'd love to hear from you.
Candy. I made it all night though.
That's awesome, Lynn. And you're sharing.
I want that dark chocolate candy bar so damn bad, I think I was drooling like a dog.
You know what, Lynn? Honestly, you could share some of that self-control over here because I'm struggling. Honest, man. Good for you. I'm just so proud of you, the way you're sharing all of this with Facebook and the world, and people are going to draw to that and want to do it with you. And I just think that's such a great example for our group about being open and transparent with what we're doing. So I'm loving watching you. It's so cool.
Well, thank you. I'm learning. I'm struggling, but I'm learning.
You're doing awesome. I love watching it. So I'm excited about today's topic. It's confidence in the invite process, and I have a couple pages. I know we all suffer from fear of rejection and fear of failure, and I know some of us struggle with it more than others. So it's a lot easier to not invite people, and it's a lot easier to not post on social media something that you feel passionate about or you really want to tell someone because you're afraid they're going to say no or be rubbed the wrong way or think that you're salesy. But sharing on social media is useful, and what you're doing when you're not writing people and messaging them and putting that passion on Facebook is a disservice. If you're not putting that out there, you're not only doing a disservice to yourself, you're doing a disservice to those around you who could use your message. You're missing an opportunity to inspire, to change, and pay it forward. Because remember, you have a transformation because you dedicated, because you made a choice, you followed the program, and you put in the work. Now you have these results. You're not a joke. You have something to share. And so it's important. People need you. We have something to give. And by not posting, by not messaging people, you're choosing not to help people. That's not okay. Why are we worried? We're not providing something false, misleading, faulty, or fake. Everything we have is legit. It works. It's good stuff. We know it. I know it because it's been a year and a half, and I still need the stuff, and it works for me. It's effective. And it isn't just the products that work for me, it's the community. It's my coach community, it's my challenge group community. That's what makes everybody special, is our community. So we have nothing to be afraid of. We have something really special to invite. I want you guys to remove that crazy fear. You are offering something amazing. It's worth every penny. Stop apologizing for the price. Stop apologizing for the commitment. It's worth it. You know it because it works. So yes, we're going to get no's. People are going to be annoyed with us. Those no's don't mean never, though. Oftentimes they mean not right now, or I need more information, or let me think about it. And yes, people are going to not write us back. People are going to go quiet. They're going to ignore us. They're off. And don't stop writing those people, because they're going to be interested. And I know that because I spent 2 months at SC0 last month and the month before, and this month I hit SC10. It wasn't messaging people this month and they were like, yeah, now. It's because I messaged people last month and the month before and the month before that, and I kept writing them and I kept checking in, and then they wanted what I had. So you have to keep putting in. You have to keep putting it on Facebook. You have to keep being something that people want to invest in. We know that what we're offering is worth it. So message the next person on your list if you get a silence. Message the next person on your list fearlessly. Don't let that person who's ignoring you stop you from helping someone else. I also want to talk about, I know that we have an amazing product for end community. So I'm not apologizing for what I do. I'm not dancing around the price. I'm so proud of what we have built here. This works. Look at our team. Look at our challenge group. This works. Don't follow up and invite. If you don't share your story on Facebook, people will go elsewhere. They will absolutely go elsewhere. So remove this fear. Stop it when it's time. Let a no. Stop you from positively impacting somebody else's life. Be confident. Don't be nervous. Be direct. Use a call to action. Don't apologize. Be excited. Know that your confidence. Be confident is key because they want in on what you're doing, especially if you're confident. Go for no. Go for no over and over and over and over. Fight for no's all day because eventually most of those no's will become yes. If you don't, someone else will. This business is up to you. There are a lot of people out there doing it. You have to be the difference between that person and you. I want you guys to be confident, be passionate, and be consistent. Hammer and Chisel comes out this month. It comes out tomorrow. Invite people to do it with you. Set big goals for December, and we're going to have a good month. Don't give up on the inviting process because you get a no or because you get a quiet person and someone doesn't write you back. Invite more people. Invite anyway. Invite that person again. Show that you care regardless of how they respond to you, and that's going to be the difference between you and some other product from other coach. Okay? I'm really excited about Hammer and Chisel. I hope you guys look into it. I hope you guys are using your website to use it as a giveaway or invite people to the challenge group. But I want you guys to take advantage of this program because it's unlike anything else Beachbody has. It's super exciting. Does anybody have anything they want to add?
Have you looked into that sale that they've got going on? It's not good till to end it at noon today or tonight.
Yep. Great question, Lynn. Black Friday. And I want you guys to look into that sale, and I want you guys to take that time to privately message people in your challenge group, or you can put it in your challenge group. I don't want you to just throw that up on Facebook because we don't want to be another sales ad. We never want to be another sales ad, but I think it's really important to say, like, if you know someone who's really wanted a resistance band, you can be like, hey, it's on sale right now. Or, hey, Turbo Fire's on sale right now. Hey, the boxing gloves for combat are like $7 right now. So you can send those things to people. There's a list, and I can share it in the group this morning. It does close tonight. There's some great sales on apparel. If you want to load up on some prizes to give away to challengers, now's a good time to do it. So that's a great add-in, Lynn. Thank you.
I was thinking now with your mom with her problems with her hands, would those gloves help her?
She actually has some, and she does use them. They do help her for the combat. Yep.
Okay, because I was thinking of ordering that program, and it comes with the gloves.
Yes, it does, which is cool. It didn't come with the gloves when I ordered it a year ago, so.
Yeah, because I was thinking about my hands too.
Absolutely. Combat's a great program for people with wrist injuries and stuff, because PIO can be hard for people with wrist stuff. So.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then I was also thinking about that. What is it? Tony Horton's 10-minute trainer, I think it is.
That program is awesome. Does not get enough light. Have you tried that, Andy? It's sneaky. It's sneaky. It's 10 minutes of hardcore Tony abuse. It's awful. It's awful. So, Lynn, for someone that's busy, you could absolutely benefit from that, and it's huge right now, tonight. So,
Lynn, my advice too, I mean, you should do something that you want to get results from, but also what your customers would want to get results from as well, you know? So the new program, Size or Hammer and Chisel, if they see you doing it, like, one, nobody has those programs, so they would need to buy them from you, and you build excitement for something that is gaining its own excitement. And so if you can share that, or if that's something you would be interested in, I would recommend, you know, you sharing the latest and greatest, funnest thing. So, and then that'll also help, I'm sure, Performance Line stuff too, because they promote Performance Line more than any other program. So, as well as Shakeology. So,
Right.
if you could do, you know, if you could do Hammer and Chisel, and show that, you know, even if you can't do it, but you can modify it, and then it won't seem as intimidating. Because I know some people look at Hammer and Chisel like, oh, that's something that's too hard for me. But there is a low impact modifier, and they can see someone real, someone they know like you doing it, and then by the end, you know, getting great results of it, and then not modifying because you're getting better. That's a pretty powerful story. So,
Right.
so
Exactly.
absolutely. That's great advice. And that's kind of my game plan this month. I definitely stole a book from the page of Andy, stole a page from the book of Andy with, hey, come do this program with me, because that's what I need to do right now. And I genuinely do, with the move, need to do a program. I've lost a lot of my results. So I'm excited to share a crappy picture and be like, this is where I was, this is where I am, help me get back. And that's what you're really good at doing, is inviting people to do this with you, Lynn. So it's a good idea actually to use a newer program. And you do have the 21-day fix that you've ordered, and you can invite people to do that with you for sure. So, or PIO.
Did you ever hear from Angela?
Nope. She did not write back, so we'll just keep writing her and checking in, and eventually she may write back, and she may never write back, but we'll keep writing new people. So.
Well, and I'm thinking that if I finish getting my before pictures done and get them up, and then in 21 days put an after picture up, that might help.
Absolutely.
You know, they'll see me doing it, and that might help sales. But I only started this for a discount, remember?
I do. Most of you do, and most of you do start it just for a discount. I love that, but it's so funny to me that you started this as a discount, but you have the knack so naturally for inviting people. Like, you are doing naturally what most of us struggle most with, which is getting out there and saying, look what I'm doing, do it with me, look what I'm doing, do it with me. And I so struggle with that because I worry so much about what people think. So I see you and you're like, here's my scale shot for today, here's my pants, and I'm like, dude, that's such a good idea. Why am I not doing that? So maybe you started as a discount coach, but you absolutely have the knack to reach a bunch of people with what we're doing.
Well, thank you. I don't think I do, but I don't know. But when you get to be my age, you don't care what people think.
I could use a dose of that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am what I am. So, and you know, I can change myself physically, but if you don't like me the way I am, you're not going to like me 10 pounds later either. So.
I love this. Lynn for personal development at 6:30 in the morning. To be taking notes myself. This is fabulous. Thank you, Lynn.
I'm not taking any notes. I'm driving to the airport. We just got hammered with snow.
Oh, no.
First. And then about 3 inches of snow.
Lynn, I sure appreciate you chiming in while driving to the airport. That shows a lot of dedication. I think I'm grateful to have the pair of you here this morning. So thank you. It sure means a lot to me.
Thank you. I want to try and get in as much as I can because I need to learn, you know. Now I got one other question. That there's a 21-day fix. It's a big one starting tomorrow with the person that started it, and then I think the owner of the company. Have you seen anything on that?
Yes. Okay. So she's done this before. She did this Memorial Day, and you're right. This is so great. So Autumn Calabrese and Carl Deichler get together twice a year, and they do a big challenge group. And this is a great thing for you to get into, and you can invite people to do it with you. Just a warning, it is huge, so it's going to suck up your news feed. You might want to unfollow it. And there's a lot of coaches in there who want people. So I think for me, I've found it's better just to have my own small challenge group. I've taken part of that big group, and I've joined it and watched it just to get ideas and see what Autumn says and kind of learn from her. But I think when it comes to you and your own customers, it's just better to have that personal relationship in your own challenge group, because they picked you, they want to work with you, and so that's why that works better. But it's definitely a great learning experience if you want to get in that and just kind of watch and see and learn stuff. I totally recommend it. I wouldn't use it as a challenge group for my customers. So.
No, I wasn't planning on that, but I did join the thing.
Good.
But what I want to know is, a friend of mine that's a coach, her and her daughter wanted me to go with them, and I said, no, I got to keep it in the family. But she said when she first did the 21-day fix her very first time, she got a T-shirt. How does a person go about doing that? You got to post something?
Just go to teambeachbody.com. I will email you all of that. We talked about it at the end of the last challenge group, so I'll just I'll tag you in that post so you can see where to send it. You just send in your results. That's it. Your measurements and your pictures. That's all you got to do.
Okay. All right.
Super easy. All right.
But first I got to get the results.
That's okay. That's more motivation.
Yeah.
Did it for the T-shirt.
I did it for the T-shirt. Oh, all right, you guys. Lynn, I'm going to let you focus on the road so that you can drive in the snow. And I'm going to let Andy get on with his day. But I just want to thank you guys for starting your morning with me. I really, really appreciate it a lot. It's so
I enjoy it. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. I don't know if Lynn can bust out a fist bump, but fist bump.
There we go.
Have a great day. I'll see you in Fortitude Fitness. Love you guys.
All right. See you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.